So Kobbe had already spun down a few donuts, was heading down to the end. So I also went, spun, was heading back, and Kobbe got to the middle and spun in the middle. And my ABS wasn't working. So I locked brakes and bam! Quarter panel. Kobbe, the 370Z, ran into the quarter panel. My name is Kelvin Stunncust, CEO of Stunncust with 2X, and also the president of Drift Hunters Africa. The very first version of this business was more of a hobby, working on cars for friends, for affiliates, and one or two friends, pumped the exuberance into my mind that I should make it blossom, I should make it flourish. That means dedication, discernment, discipline, and whatnot. By the grace of God, we've been able to get it to this stage. We have close to about 25 employees in total. Yeah. Biggest risk. So initially, I was working at the bank. I was working at ADB, and I was supposed to further. It was an intention, and I was supposed to further with the job itself. But in between the jobs, I was doing car stuff, and I realized that most of my intentions was mostly based on customization, because at that time, my earlier stages, that was in Accra Academy, I had a chance to liaise with Julius Moin and Dennis Watson. Those were the guys at the time who were doing a lot of customization, extensive, subtle. They were doing a lot of stuff. So the drive kick start from whatever ideas I picked up from them, and I've built it ever since to where it is now. So we've diversified in so many ways. Apart from the vehicles, we also do planes, we do boats, we've done elevators, we do cinemas, we've done a lot of stuff. Yeah, so it's diversified in so many ways. But mostly automobiles. Mostly automobiles. As you can see, like the G's, we get a lot of G wagons here, we do a lot of Brabus upgrades, we do a lot of still subtle touch-ups like this, the wrap, and also old school rehabilitation, retrofitting, retro mods to make them drive and feel right. This has the same engine, but originally we normally put bigger engines for performance. So it varies across board. I've always had passions for cars, and I had the exposure also. So mostly discipline, because at a younger age you don't have the chance to get access to cars and whatnot. You are technically inclined, so we normally face challenges head on. We normally introduce a lot of new stuff, a lot of new mods to the system, and we are mostly the first to do it. The first to upgrade the Range Rover Vogue, the first to upgrade the GLS from the 2016 2015 version to the Maybach 2024 Maybach. This was very extensive. It's not your regular bolt-on fix. We had to do a lot of metal fabrication. We had to do a whole lot of stuff. So every job becomes easier with time. When it's fresh, when it's new in our sites, once in a while we always have a few hurdles we need to clear, fitment, because we need to meet a certain standard. The car has to come out without any traces of it being upgraded. So attention to detail. Sometimes errors from the manufacturer. This isn't fully painted. This is just the first coat, but it can pass for a fully painted vehicle. This has been fully wrapped. You might think it's a paint job. This has been fully restored. The paint job by Chris. And we are doing some other extra stuff on it, some other stuff on it. But retrofitted and looks good. I used this on Sunday and major item. This upgraded from a regular 500 to a Brabus package. So literally you are giving about $300,000 worth of value. So when it comes to leather, we go for the best. Italian, we have suppliers in the Middle East. When it comes to body kits, it depends. Mercedes, we go to Poland. The company has shifted to Poland. That's Laxka, where we get a Brabus kits and whatnot. We've done a lot of extensive work, more extensive than what's behind me over here. I can tell you that. and much more challenging. And we've been able to do a lot of high-end custom jobs. We've done the GT, that's Reckless's GTS, the Black Series, and some other stuff. Kobbe, I met Kobbe, I think around 2010, 2011. I had a customer, one of my, at that time I didn't start a Stunncust. I had a chance to work on a Civic Coupe, and I ended up going to show it to him. Cyril had a C36 AMG, and he was selling it at the time, sorry. And I had a chance to go and show it to Kobbe. So we are going to test the car. Me, I brought a car for you to buy. This guy was drifting me all over the estate. I fell in love with drifting. I was drifting before, not seriously, but the way he drifted the vehicle, I was like, damn. You could literally see the car getting close to the gutter. Like, we hadn't had that experience with drifting. We were just doing burnouts and regular stuff. So Kobbe was the one who made me very enthused with drifting. Yeah. So Kobbe, our journey, it hasn't ended. He's a strong member of Drift Hunters. And I'll say he's one of the main drives behind Drift Hunters. In a sense, he made me fall in love with drifting. Before Alfred and the other guys I got introduced to along the line, Kobbe made me know that drifting had a rhythm, had a skill. Fishtailing, I learned a lot of fishtailing from Kobbe. Kobbe knows how to fishtail a lot, like how to get to the junction sideways, power, and he's just sliding. It was Kobbe I got most of those skills from. Yeah, so with Kobbe, our journey is not over yet. We're all car guys. Car guys can sit down for hours talking about cars. But it got to a point, I can't move all the way from Lagos to Sakumono and we sit there and talk about cars. So I had to start, adding value or adding, something back to the business. So I started speaking to a few people I gathered along the line. Because at that point, that's when I had my E46, the red E46. Kobbe did a tune. A few of my friends who were already customizing their cars at the time, who were older than me, were also interested because of the sound. So I started getting them to bring their business to Kobbe. So that's how I believe I generated that business intuition. Because at that time I was studying in level 200, level 300, and definitely your goal is not to bring in customers and do exhaust tunes because it wasn't my forte at the time. So I was giving the business to Kobbe, so at least I could have a reason to go back to his end and then interact, speak about cars. Kobbe's journey, I think we need like a whole documentary to talk about it. Then let me give you one crazy one. This, I'm sure people who were at Lincoln at the time will remember. So there was one time Kobbe had a 370Z and he put out to Lincoln with Ibra the M392. And I believe Pamela had the E63 AMG, similar to Policia at the time. And we went to, spin at Pens, Block B. And I also span and there's a long stretch where the gas, you 180 and you come back. So Kobbe had already spun down a few donuts, was heading down to the end. So I also went, span, I was heading back, and Kobbe got to the middle and span in the middle. And my ABS wasn't working. So I locked brakes and BAM! Quarter panel. Kobbe, the 370Z, ran into the quarter panel. Set the tow truck in, picked it up. I think I sent it to, there was a mechanic at East Legon around the boundary road. I forgot his name. He fixed it up for me. And yeah, that's about it. Around 70 kilometers per hour. That car is like a car you drive with one hand. So, I just, shifted from the main road, the outer lane you normally go in, angled like this. So I angled it and I had to straight the car back. The back kicked out. And it kicked out very lightly. Very light. If trust me, it's not a car you try for with. I've seen the one in Nigeria. It's not as powerful as what's here. It's not something you would like to misbehave in. That car will kill you.